Hi guys, this is Israel Carmona, and this is a topic that I chose for this week, week 9. The topic that I chose is JSON, and I was so excited to know more about it and how we can use it for work with APIs. JSON is a fundamental part of the changing data in between some of the software that we use in these days. So, what is JSON? JSON, also known as JavaScript Object Notation, is a text-based data exchange format. It is very similar to XML. Also, it is a lightweight data interchange format. That means that we can store a lot of information in a simple file and we can share it with other programs. It's used to send data between computers. That's the reason that we can use APIs to share information, and is language independent. That means that JSON syntax is derived from JavaScript object notation, but the JSON format is only text. That's the reason that we can use JSON between a lot of programming languages. How JSON works? JSON works with key value collection pairs. In this picture, we can see an example of that. We can see all the keys in the left side and all the values in the right side. All of them are separated with a comma. JSON works with different types, and the keys always must be a string type. And the values, we can use a different types. For example, we can see that we can use numbers, whole numbers, floats, negative numbers. We can use strings, like a lot of different types of strings with a lot of text, a boolean that can be true or false, arrays that can be arrays of numbers and arrays of strings, and an object that is integrated by a key and a value, and null, that means nothing. I will show you an example of how to work with JSON. The first thing that we need to do is to open our CAD editor and create a new file. These files, I would call this file people, and don't forget to use the JSON extension. And after that, the file is created. I will use the syntax of JSON, that is open with square brackets, and inside these brackets, that is an array, I will create two objects that is created with curly brackets. In these curly brackets, I will introduce some information of the first person that will be created here. So I will create a key called name, and I need to separate the key from the value with a colon, and this value will be a string. So I will call this person Jose. After creating this pair, if I want to add another pair, I need to use a comma to separate it. So I separate with a comma, and after that I will create another key with opening the quotation marks, and this key will be called age. Separate with the colon, and this will have the age of 27 years old. Separate with the comma. I will add a new value in the next key. The next key will be a wife, and I set this key with the value of null. Okay, that's okay. And the next one will be a boolean, and this boolean will be, the key will be called has children, and this key will be set to true. That means that he has children. And after that I will create an array, and the key will be called children, and separate with a colon, and opening square brackets to add the children here. So I will be creating an array of strings, and the first kid will be called Francisco. The second one will be called Roberto, and just don't forget the open quotation marks to to write a string, and Roberto. And the last one will be called Maria. So I create an array here. So this is an example of how you can use a JSON to create an object inside an array. So I will add another object here. This will be the second person, and I just need to add a comma after that object, and open another curly brackets to add a different person. So I will open another name, another column, and add the name here, and this will be a care. But if you want to save some time, you can just copy this information and add it here, and just need to change the values. Maria is add here, and Maria has 31 years old, and we need to change this. We need to change here this to husband, and we'll set this value as a boolean and true, and have children, and this will be set to no, and we need just to erase this this array, and this is how you can create an object inside an array. Inside that object you can add all the information that you want. For the last part of this video, I want to show you an example of a project that I made in one of my last semesters. This is a page that I create for my final project. It was I was using JSON and from an app API, and this page shows information about people of Star Wars. We can see here information from the characters, and birthday dates and genders and ages, names, and if we click here we can see the planets and all this information: population, rotation, climate, terrain, and the films. This is very interesting because I just needed to use to create the page, the design, and I use this API called Swappy. In this API we can see all the information that is contained in a JSON file, and we can search for some of the characters of the movie and interchange the information to this web page using JSON and some JavaScript that can be very helpful to display all the information in this web page. So JSON is an incredible way to get information from some APIs, and you can also create all your databases and all the stuff that you want to create. So this is my video. I hope that is useful for you, and because we will see some more information about this topic in this week. Thank you.